Hello everybody, Pat the Video Guy here, and today we're going to be doing the initial burn off for the Z-Grill 1002 Bravo 2B. And so I just want to kind of walk through the process. You're going to find that whatever pellet grill you get, there is usually this initial burn off thing that you need to do. And part of the reason why you do that is to make sure you're going to hook everything up for the first time. You're going to make sure you're going to get power to it. You're going to make sure everything works, the auger works and everything. And then when you do the actual firing up, the burn off, you're going to be clearing out all the oils, any foreign debris that might be in there. You don't want to get any of that on your food and stuff. So the initial burn off period, as we go through it, will probably take about an hour total, roughly. As I make this video, I'm going to be trying to go through it about in real time so you can see how it goes. And I'll shorten whatever we don't need to, obviously. So anyway, so we're going to go through the first burn off, the initial firing setup and whatnot. In your packet, this is obviously the Z-Grill, got a nice cover on there. I recommend getting a cover for your pellet grill. Ours is under our patio most of the time, which is fine, but you still have rain, water that's going to come through. We have cats that come through our yard sometime, and of course they want to mark their territory, and they will want to mark your pellet grill. So get a cover, easy to clean. It's a great way to help the longevity of your grill and keep it clean and whatnot. So I recommend getting a cover. I got this all put together. It took me about a little over 2 hours to put it all together. Did it myself. My lovely wife encouraged me on the process, so it was good to have encouragement along the way. And so about 2 hours to put it together. So here we go. Now that we have it put together, we're going to go through the initial firing thing, and the instructions that you're going to find in here. Your Z-Grill, at least at the time of this video, comes with a 3-year limited warranty. Then of course you get the manual that it comes with, and on page 16 is where you're going to see the initial burn off, the initial firing instructions. That's on page 16 of this manual. But then they also have this really great orange colored, gold colored step-by-step procedure, and this is what we're going to be going through. Inside the grill box and everything, it came with little gloves too, so if you have sensitive hands like mine, you want to keep them clean and everything, use the gloves, and that's what we'll be using. Now we can get to work. On the page here at the top, please read this manual carefully and follow it step by step before starting your Z-Grills for the first time, and each time the grill runs out of pellets. Number 1, remove the porcelain grills, grease drain pan and heat baffle from the interior of the grill. Let's do that. Lift the lid here. Here are our grills. Okay, then we got the heat pan. Pretty simple like there. One of the recommendations for this was to line this puppy with foil. Heavy duty foil makes cleaning a lot easier. I can say that when I did that with my Traeger before, it really helps. You just throw away the foil and you're starting off with a clean one of these. These are harder to clean than throwing away foil. This is the heat baffle part of it. So all that stuff is taken out. You can look directly down into the firebox and whatnot. And you need to do that, make sure nothing is in there. Open up the hopper. Number 2, open the pellet hopper lid. Make sure there are no foreign objects in the auger and hopper. And everything looks clean there. With the switch in the off position, plug the power cord in the AC into, basically plug it in. So we're going to do that. power cord is underneath the hopper. Number 3, with the switch in the off position, turn on your Z grill and turn the temperature dial to smoke. Okay, number 4, turn on your Z grill and turn the temperature dial to the smoke position. Please check the following things. But anyway, okay, so turn on your Z grill. So we've got on, turn it to smoke. Okay. Now we're watching for the following things. Confirm the auger is turning. Okay, actually, I found something in the hopper. It could be something like a little leaf or something, but I'm not sure. So I actually got my little vacuum cleaner. I got my vacuum cleaner out here, and I'm getting it out. So might as well show you. Yeah, it's just a little, I don't know if that's a rolled up leaf or something. Anyway, it seems, it looks just like a leaf or something. Anyway, no big deal. Doesn't look like, but get everything out of there. So that's what I did. All right, we're trying this again. So we go to on and to smoke. I hear the fan. And what I'm looking for at this point, I need to hear the fan, and I need to confirm that the auger is turning. And that could happen within 1 to 2 minutes. And I feel the heat that the heat rod, where it ignites the pellets. I'm starting to feel heat there. That's what I should be feeling. I'm noticing the temperature here is starting to climb. It says it's 104 and it's about 100 degrees here too. I'm doing this from Arizona, so we're heading into summer. It's getting hot, and so I'm seeing things and hearing things that I should. And I see that the auger is moving, so we're moving forward. Great. All right, so hot rod will heat up. Okay, you should see a temperature number displayed on there. I see 104, now it's 105. Great. If you see something else, it's an error code, and then you can check the troubleshooting in the manual for whatever you need to do with the codes. Number 5, turn the temperature dial to shutdown cycle. After I'm getting these things, so to shutdown cycle, I go back down 1 notch, and that's the shutdown cycle. Please note the draft fan will stay on for 10 minutes in this mode. Okay. All right. So, as of right now, everything is starting off fine. Number 6 is fill the pellet hopper with pellets. I don't know if you can see them over here. We've got our pellets over here. We have 2 different kinds of Z-Grill pellets. One is the competition blend, the other is the hickory. I think we'll start with the competition blend. So I'm going to put those in there after this all shuts down and we start over. So there you go. I'm going to stop it now. Wait till it goes all quiet. We'll start over and then we'll get the pellets in there. Okay, we're back. So it's quiet now. I can tell you that yes, that fan takes about 10 minutes after you shut everything off. That fan takes about 10 minutes to shut off. So I can tell you that is a fact. Okay, So now I'm going to fill the hopper. I'm not going to totally fill it, but I'm going to put a bunch of pellets in the hopper and continue on through the process. Going to use the Z-Grill Competition Blend pellets. That's all in there. We'll drop that down. We're going to start it up like we did before. And see, on, smoke, starting off about there. I think what we need to do, number 6, fill the hopper with pellets, turn the temperature dial to high. And we're going to do that probably so we can speed the pellets into the hopper, or into the firebox, and get the fire going. Let's see, number 6, fill the hopper with pellets, turn the temperature dial to high. It takes some time for the pellets to travel through the tube. When the pellets start to drop, turn the temperature dial to shutdown cycle. All right. It may take a moment or two for that for the auger to move all the pellets through and actually get started, since we're starting from 0. All right, the pellets are just getting ready to start dropping into the firebox, and they are in there, and the rod is starting to heat them up. And it said, according to the plan here, number 6, when the pellets start to drop, turn the temperature dial to shutdown cycle. Okay, so we are down on the shutdown cycle. Leave grill until it shuts off automatically. So at this point, where it's going to shut off automatically, and that'll probably take about 10 minutes or so. So we're going to pause it again. All right, so we are now on step 7, and I turned the temperature dial to smoke, and now I'm allowing the pellets to come to full flame. Right now the pellets are starting to drip out, or to kind of drip feed out, and then they're going to catch on fire, which should happen any moment now. Sure. I'm starting to see the smoke, and that's usually how it goes. It takes a couple minutes for this to happen. And just a little side note, I've been working with pellet grills and smokers for probably close to 6 years now. And this process that starts, you start from 0 to getting smoke and flame and stuff, probably that total process takes close to 5 minutes, and it'll start to get a lot of smoke coming out and really pouring out there. It's just getting started now, and then when we start to see flames, that's when I'm going to take it to the next step and turn the knob to the shutdown cycle. Still just about ready to hit the flames. All right, and now we've got a fire. So, going to turn this down to the shutdown cycle. And that's going to stop any more pellets going through. And so I turn the dial down, and now we're going to let the grill cool down. This cool down process will probably take roughly 10 minutes or so. So we just finished step 7. Step 8 is putting the components back inside, and then we're going to fire it up again. So let me grab those components. I think this is the flame baffle, or whatever they call it, kind of thing that goes in here. This is the drip, the grease drip pan and stuff, and they recommend to wrap it with foil, and I can tell you after using this many years, it's a whole lot easier just to peel off the foil and replace it than having to scrape the thing clean. So I recommend that very much so. It's very possible that I may take those, I may not use all of those, I may not use all of these grill grates, and I may take some out so I don't have to keep putting them in and out if I'm hardly ever using them. And so, but for this initial burn off, you're going to definitely want all of them in there so that they can all get burned off, all get cleaned, all of the oils, any other stuff on there. So you definitely want everything in there to go through the initial burn off. That I can tell you. All right. So everything's back in. Number 8 here. Open the lid, turn the temperature dial to smoke. We are okay on smoke. Well, obviously we already have pellets and stuff in there. A few minutes later, when you see whitish gray smoke coming out of the grill, close the lid and turn the temperature dial to any cooking setting. And then number 9 says set the dial to high. I think what we're going to do after we get to the get through the initial preheat, we see all the smoke and then it dies down. And then it's just on smoke phase. I'm going to crank the heat up, close the lid, and we're going to get to work here. And then when you do that, when you are burning, when you're actually doing the burn off, it says here to let it run for 45 minutes, and that's to clean off everything. And so that's where the bulk of this burn off time is going to be. So I'll show you, what this looks like as the preheat smoke gets going, and then we'll continue on. So I'm going to pause this for a second. That smoke that you're seeing now is the smoke of the pellets starting to catch fire, and that's going to start. That's how every time you start the grill, it's going to look like this, and then it's going to kind of settle down, and it'll give a little bit of smoke, then nothing, a little bit of smoke, nothing. It'll do that indefinitely until you're done. So this is just the first 5 minutes of a preheat that you do every single time when you start it. And also during this time, I don't know if you can hear it on the mic, but you can actually hear the fire inside. You hear the pellets burning in there, and you're going to hear that off and on as this thing cooks. Alright, so we've been going for about 5 minutes. The smoke has kind of come, the initial smoke, now it's kind of died down, and now it's set right now on the smoke phase, which is about 180 degrees normally. Since we're going to be doing a burn off, the next step is to take this to high and then run it out for 45 minutes. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to drop the lid, crank it up, drop the lid, crank it up to high, which on this is at 450, and so it's going to start climbing there, and the temperature is going to climb really fast now that the lid's down. So now we're on the 45-minute time here, okay? So there you go. All right, it's been about 45 minutes. I popped the lid, just kind of look at things, and drop the temperature down, but it got up to very close to 450 on there and pretty much held it for, you know, the duration of the time. So that's the end of the burn off phase. The next thing I'm going to do is actually cook a steak. But what I want to say about this, the initial that burn off, thing, you need to do that during the time when it was going through the 45-minute phase. I saw a fair amount of smoke coming from different areas, and then now, like you can see it, there's hardly any smoke. And at this high temperature, you shouldn't be seeing much smoke unless it's dirty and it's got things that are still burning off. And you don't want that smoke, that contaminated smoke. You don't want those fumes on your meat. So be sure to not neglect doing the initial burn off. It will, if it's your first time doing it, it's probably going to take you maybe about an hour and a half to go through the whole process. You saw how I did it. And you're going to need to do that whether you have a Z grill or whether you have a pit boss or whether you have Traeger. You need to do the burn up phase, the burn off stage, just to clear it all out so that you can use it without getting, you know, bad stuff on your meat. So I hope you like the video. I hope you'll like it and share it. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and visit pelletsmokergrill.com, which is my blog, where we have various write-ups on cooking meat and whatnot. And then be on the lookout for the next video after this that's going to be about cooking the steak that I'm getting ready to cook on here. I want to take advantage of this hot grill now, and we'll do that. So until we meet again, thank you so much, and we'll cook something else later. Thanks.